Welcome, furbolgs and fur babies, to episode 53 of Dion Rising. This right here is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play campaign brought to you by the Knights of D20. Those guys over there. Hi, cuties. Oh, it's so lovely to see everyone. It is a wintry day where some of us are, but not where others are, weirdly enough. Okay, so before we begin, as usual, we will be tuning into various woodland creatures, but we have a few announcements brought to you by a friend of mine who we all finally get to congratulate on his new castle in a new kingdom. Congratulations, Bobby. What are the announcements this week?
Announcements this week are that tea time not happening this week, but instead you can come hang out with me Wednesday night, and we're gonna knit or we're going to paint minis. I don't know yet. We're gonna do some dark arts and crafts and just kind of hang out, talk a little bit. If y'all have any questions about the stream, feel free to bring them. If you have any questions about D&D, feel free to bring them. Other than that, the only news I really have for you is that those of you waiting for Int Mod Pod to come back, we are gonna start recording this week, I believe, so we should have those coming out here soon, and we're going to be talking about subclasses. So if you are someone who has always wanted to play D&D but don't know where to get started, the books are a lot. Int Mod Pod is just a place where me and one of the other knights kind of sit down and we just talk about the rules in a really chill, laid-back fashion. So if you want to come hang out with us and learn D&D, head over to our YouTube. It should be in our links down below. It should say all our links. As well as our Discord one, where we will be sending up any information that we have. If you have any specific questions you want answered about specific subclasses, you can also put that into our Discord under our Int Mod Pod section, and we will get to them. But that's all I have for you, so we're going to send it back to our Dungeon Mother so we can get this show on the road.
Thank you, Bobby, and thank you all for joining us as we embark on an epic adventure in the world of Dion, where heroes rise, dangers abound, and legends are born. Players, dice at the ready. Alright. As we were playing last time in episode 52, the group made sure to celebrate their recent victory over the Undying Wood in style at the First Druid Jubilee of Wawasite. Try saying that 5 times fast. Participating in a wild-shaped relay race and meeting various druid circles of the Eastern Continent. Maraway, accompanied by Bula, met a few former citizens of the Feywild, who, after a little bit of rudeness and exchanging some awkward niceties, did end up agreeing to come if he calls for aid as his Fey kin. As we return today, the afternoon sun is setting over the continuing festivities of the First Jubilee, where Maraway and Bula rejoin your companions after your conversation with all of the Fey creatures of this area. Killian, Seraphina, and Ados, you have all been with the Petal Guard in a sort of like wildflower clearing in the woods, just kind of being told which flowers have like poisonous pollen and which have healing properties in the stems and leaves. And you all see Maraway and Bula approaching from the tree line on one end of the clearing. But at the same time, from the other direction, hurrying along the path, sort of coming from Simmons Keep, riding a huge moose, which I say huge moose. Moose are huge. It's just a normal size moose, but moose are a big creature. Dane would know. Dane, have you seen moose in real life?
I have, actually.
And is the pearl for
Have you
moose?
ever ridden a moose?
Have you ever
No.
ridden a moose?
You stay away from mooses as much as possible, guys.
I was gonna say, is the plural for moose truly moose, or is it mooses?
Meese.
Or is it me?
It's meese.
Is it meese?
It's moose eye,
Is it
actually.
meese?
Moose-eye, yeah. Is it Greek?
Is that real?
Mooses?
Moosesus. That's it.
But there is a singular moose, one single moose, being ridden along the path toward you all. You see on top of this moose, this regular-sized massive moose, Amelia of the choir is making a beeline toward you all from sort of the opposite direction as Bula and Maraway, waving and giving a big cheery smile as she comes into this meadow. And she rides this beautiful beast right over to you all and hops off pretty nimbly. And comes rushing up as pretty much right as Maraway and Bula, you're returning. And she says, I didn't know you all would be here until I got here, and people were mentioning that the saviors of the Undying Wood are here partying. It's good to see you all. It's been a few days.
Yeah, Amelia, we didn't expect to see you so soon. And
Well,
on a moose, no less.
yeah, well, these druids, they're wild. Like literally. We were on our way back. We were gonna meet you in Varus Rash, but partway on our journey, we came across this troop of druids. I don't know, wolf druids of some kind, walking through the Undying Wood. They said they were just sort of beginning to get a lay of the land after the curse was lifted. So they told us we had a campfire with them. They told us that the druids would all be gathering here for some sort of celebration or other for the curse being lifted. And, I talked to Nomi, and she agreed it'd be fine if I just sort of rushed ahead and left with a couple of the druids and this big ol' guy. She like pats the moose on his big ol' side. She's like reach up pretty high. She's short for a human. I had to ride him in with a couple of the druids, but no, I came because I was hoping maybe we can turn around the choir's presence on this continent. I thought I'd come and maybe meet whoever is the leader of this particular society and see if they need any support as far as the choir can provide. We have a lot of quote-unquote missionaries, and I feel with Barda being who she was, maybe there's an opportunity for us to sort of change our reputation in the way we do things. So I actually just sort of came to do that, and then I heard you all were here. So happy coincidence, but glad I'm coming across you a bit sooner. Never upset about that. What all are you? Where are you going? Is your plan still the same? What's happened since we last spoke?
Well, we have our ship kind of waiting there, but I believe after the celebrations here, and correct me if I'm wrong, everyone, we plan to head back to the Middle Continent via the teleportation circles, right? Or that was the plan, I believe.
Yeah, okay. So nothing new then. Well, I mean, we're here today, so everybody's kind of talking about you all. It's hard to kind of miss it that you're all here. I'd hate to sound gauche, but do you know anybody important that you might be able to make an introduction for me? I've been kind of just milling about trying to small talk the locals and figure out who I need to talk to about maybe working with us. And I can't make rhyme or reason of who's in charge.
Yeah, they do have a little bit of a loose hierarchy here, but well, we are familiar with the so-called leaders of the Varus Rash here, or what's the name of this place? Eltest. Well, we can introduce you to the second Druid, Henley, or even Simond, who is the head Druid. I don't know if that's the term for it, but the leader of these fine folk here.
Well, that is. I was hoping that is what you would say. I assumed you guys made quick work of figuring out who to speak to here. It seems you have a knack for it. So, thank you. If you don't mind, at some point today, no rush. I mean, I know everybody's, especially the people, the locals, are busy. So, whenever it's natural, maybe if you can make an introduction, I'd so appreciate it.
Yeah, might be best to do that in the morning, seeming how is the first night of this fantastic Jubilee here, and everyone is partaking in their revelries.
Yeah, and as you say that, another group of druids comes in. They're all decked out in, like, they have these, like, twine necklaces, like, stacks and stacks and stacks of them that have, like, different mushrooms all hanging from them, like, tons of different mushrooms and things. They've got, like, fungal crowns on. Their cloaks are all, like, mossy or just covered in, like, what looks like actual patches of, like, colorful molds and things. This group of druids comes in, and there's a few of them, 4 of them are carrying this big long table, and they've all got different, like, bags and boxes and things, and they rush over and hug and sort of, like, dab up a couple of the pedal guard, like old friends, and set up a table, and they look over at you all, and they're like, the heroes of the wood, come play a game with us. Would you like to play? It's a celebration. And they're getting out like dice.
Oh, absolutely. Let's have some fun.
Amelia says, okay, well, when in Tuzenkin, do as the Tuzenkins do, right? So let's go. And she comes walking over with you all. And the druids, and you walk over, and they've already started a game that looks to be like a classic with this group. Like they all sort of already know the rules. As you're watching, they are sitting around this table, sort of across from like a partner. Like they team up in pairs of two very quickly, and they sit across from a partner and look them in the eyes. And they go around the table and they decide between those two partners who is the high roller and who is the low roller. They say, oh, this game is called Tree and Root. So one of you is the tree and one of you is the root. And whatever you decide you are is what you are. And then you see everybody puts one single, like a D20 die into a cup and shake it up and flip the cup upside down and then take a peek at their own die, but they don't show anybody, including their partner. And everybody stays quiet. They're all looking at each other. And then starting from the person on the, like, essentially like the far right, on the back side of the table, start going around and placing coins or different like little trinkets and things, placing their bets on the table and saying what they're betting. And one of them like leans over to you and she explains, so the point of the game is the pair with the highest number after the high roller subtracts after the low roller subtracts their number from the high roller's roll. So whoever has the highest score after that is the winning pair, and they get to split the pot between the two of them, but only if they bet enough money. And so essentially what they're doing is they're trying to communicate to their partner via their bets how much they're willing to bet that their number is the highest. So if the high roller rolled something really high and they think no matter what they rolled, we're still going to end up with a pretty high number, then I'm going to bet 20 copper or something, give or take. And if the high roller rolled like a 2 and they know they're going to be in the negative, they assume that the low roller rolled too high and they're going to be way down in the negatives, then they're like, I'm going to bet a single copper, or I'm going to bet like this acorn kind of thing. But they're not allowed to communicate with each other about anything, including their partner. They can only communicate through what they're willing to bet. Does that make sense? And then after 2 rounds of this betting, so that everybody can hear each other bet once and then bet again, then they all reveal their numbers, they add up their totals, subtract their totals, and the winner is called, and they split the pot evenly between them. They turn and they go, who's playing the winners?
Eidos immediately.
You're welcome to all play. We can do this as a whole group.
Eidos will immediately pull up a chair or a log.
Yeah, Killian will as well.
Boo is game.
Can Glitterbell and I be partners? And she'll like snuggle to Glitterbell.
Can Glitterbell count?
Can Glitterbell, I was just about to ask that. Does the dragon count?
Does hoof counts when?
Yeah, she can.
I mean, if she's smart enough to keep secrets from Seraphina, she's smart enough to count.
Please make her the low roller.
Amelia like leans into you, Killian, and says like, Barda never let us gamble, but this seems fun and fine. Do you want to be my partner?
Yeah, sure. No better way to introduce yourself to the populace here and get on their good side.
I agree. Let's put a little coin on the table. I've got some left over. She pulls out her little purse and sets it next to her and asks for a dice cup. Like she's very politely like sitting there like not knowing what to do, but sits down across the table from you. Okay, so it's gonna be Seraphina and Glitterbell.
Yes. We're a
then-
team.
Marway, are you gonna play?
Sure. I'll be with Bula. Seraphina, you're cheating. I know what you're doing.
I
I
don't
know what you're doing.
I don't know what you're talking about. Glitterbell
Do
and
you
I
say
just
that
have
out
a
loud?
really strong connection.
Oh no, Molly would never.
one of the
never
druids
call
who has,
Seraphina
like-
on her obvious cheating.
One of the druids who is like standing there like talking to their horse goes, hey, is that like you're familiar or something? That's not okay. You know, you can communicate with your animal without words, huh?
Just look
Give
at
her
her
Look
cards.
eyes.
familiar.
They all go, we're not gonna play with you if you're gonna cheat.
Seraphina takes Glitterbell and sits on the side.
Ados will take Glitterbell's seat. It's like, come on, Serafina, no cheating. It's all for fun.
Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do is everybody in your own dice box or somewhere that people can't see. I know some of you are using digital dice, but some of that pops up on like D&D Beyond or on the
That's
BTT.
true.
So just make sure if you're doing digital dice, just do it on like Google or something. Just roll a d20. So first of all, in each pair, we need to decide who's the high roller and who's the low roller before anybody rolls. So Killian, would you rather be the high roller or the low roller? Amelia's gonna let you pick.
I'll do the low roll.
Okay. So your number is going to be subtracted from Amelia's number, no matter what they are. Even if she rolls lower than you, it can go into the negatives. You could still win, but you're gonna be subtracted away from her number. Marway and Bula, who's high, who's low?
I feel like my dice average that 14 to 16 area all the time.
You should probably be the high roller then.
Okay.
I'll be the roots.
The pretty branches with the leaves.
Okay, and then Seraphine and Ados?
I feel like I should probably be the roots if
Yeah, I will
if the
obviously
past is-
be the high.
yeah, if the past is prologue, then I should definitely do the low rolling one.
Okay. Okay, so now everybody roll a d20 where only you can see it. And no more communicating with your partner or anything otherwise. And we're gonna start with, let's go alphabetically. Let's start with, Amelia. Ah, I didn't do that on purpose. Amelia is going to bet, a single copper.
All right, now.
And it's gonna be Bula. We're going alphabetical for betting.
Bula is gonna rummage around in her sack. And she's gonna pull out one chicken wing,
Ooh.
which is smaller than a chicken leg.
Some high stakes.
Mm-hmm. You guys definitely know that she has bigger and smaller bets of food in her bag, but definitely more bigger food than small. Okay. Ados, what's your bet?
Ados will put down 3 copper.
Okay. Killian, what's your bet?
Now, before I bet, how does this work again?
So each team, the low roller's number is going to be subtracted from the high roller's number.
Yeah.
Whoever ends up with the highest total
Mm-hmm.
is the winner. They get the pot.
Okay. Killian will rummage through his pouch and he'll pull out 1 silver piece.
Wow.
That's right. Go hard.
Wow.
We go hard with the gambling, with the protectorate.
Okay. Marway?
Money is virtually meaningless tomorrow way, so he's just gonna flick that silver up there also.
Okay. And Sarah?
2 copper.
Okay, now it's gonna go back around, and in the second round, if you want to fold, you're folding for your team, but you can fold. You can back out if you don't want to place a second bet, or you can stay. You can just leave it at what you bet the first round, or you can raise. You can ante up. You can raise the bet. So Amelia looks at Killian, and she's gonna place another 5 copper on the table.
Wait, I have a question. So, Amelia or Killian can fold for the team?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But you can't communicate beforehand about it. If you're gonna fold for your team, you have to really think that you guys are gonna lose, that your numbers aren't gonna work out.
No reason.
Okay, Bula.
Okay. So Bula sees that Marway has put a big whole silver up there. So she's like, okay. Although it is Marway, and well, she's gonna pull out one more chicken wing and add it to the first one. It's still a very smallish pile of meat.
Yeah, it's not even an appetizer for Bula. Okay. Eidos.
Eidos folds.
Folds.
Yeah.
Okay. Killian.
Oh, Eidos, you don't trust your partner, huh? I see how it is.
I trust her fine. Seems she doesn't trust her own hand or roll.
Again, I'll throw another silver on
Wow.
the pot.
Okay. All right, and Marway.
We're gonna throw the silver.
That's not fair. Marway doesn't have any concept of money.
Just gonna
Maybe
do
you
what
should
you
silver.
do.
Okay, so it's down to us. So now we can all reveal our rolls. So Amelia rolled a 3, and she's the high roller. So
Oh,
Killian has
God.
to subtract his number from 3. So Killian, what was yours?
It was a 15.
Oh boy! So we are at negative 12.
Oh no, that trips me up.
So, who's the high? Maraway, the high roller. What'd you roll? An 11.
11.
Okay. Bula, what'd you roll? We're gonna subtract that from 11.
Oh, you can't say it. It's a 14.
Oh.
They're only at negative 3, so they win the pot. So you guys get.
The
What
team,
year-
the
What's
team
that?
that one of us doesn't understand money and the other one is not even betting with money. And we won.
What'd you roll, Seraphina?
So that's what, 1 silver and.
So you've got 4 silvers. One.
Yeah, but 2 of those silvers were already mine. So 1 silver for both of us.
Yeah, 1 silver
we would
between
add.
you.
I know, that's great.
That's okay. That's a lot less than mine.
And then you each get 6 copper, and you each get a chicken wing back. Or Bula gets her
I'm
chicken
gonna
wings
slide
back.
that chicken wing right back to Bula.
Heck yes, and she's gonna immediately eat both of them.
A couple of the mushroom druids say, all right, now that you all got a feel for the game, you want to play against some of us? Round 2?
Let's do it.
All right.
Anybody jumping back in? Okay. Everybody redoing same teams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Highs and lows staying put?
Is Glitterbell next to Eidos?
Looking behind his shoulder.
Is Eden on Bula's shoulder?
Is Casimir behind?
I'm the only one who can play this. I don't think you can see that.
Amelia?
Eyes.
Yeah, I will tell you, now that you guys know how the game is played, you're welcome to try and do some fuckery if you feel it's necessary. You can do you can do something as simple as like an insight check, and I'll let you guys like try and give each other like a nonverbal hint kind of thing if you have a successful like insight check or something like that. Yeah, so if you come up with something creative here to do some fuckery or cheat, or not cheat, but just like read your partner a little bit better, we'll add some of that in here too. And the people you are playing with sit down. And I'm just gonna, to keep this fair, we're gonna keep it, the betting order is gonna stay alphabetical, but I'm gonna put them in with a name generator. So we've got a J for Janalore and a T for Theodmer. So one of them will bet after Seraphina, and the other one will bet after Eidos. So let me write this down so I can keep track of everything. Okay. Starting at the top. Oh, and I'm gonna have J be their low and T be their high. Theo and Jana. Okay. Whenever you're ready, everybody roll your D20.
World's so good.
I'm rolling for Jana. I would like I'm gonna have Ula. Do you have physical dice on you?
Always.
Roll one for Theo. Because it doesn't work if I know both outcomes.
Which one's the high and which one's the low?
Theo is high.
Theo is high. That's the one I rolled.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Starting with Amelia again. She is going to put a silver down.
Oh, big spenders over at the choir.
We don't make much, but they give us a per diem. Bula, your turn.
Bula is going to pull out a medium-ish slice of ham and put it on the table.
I see you too like to live dangerously.
Okay, Ados, what you betting?
I'll put a silver down.
Robin, what is Jana gonna put down?
He's the high roller.
Jana is low. I think is that what I said before?
Oh wait, no, you told me
Yeah,
to
that's
roll
what
for
I
the
Oh, you're rolling for Theo. Okay, yeah,
Theo.
Theo is high. Yeah, sorry. So you're not betting yet. Sorry. So Jana is gonna put down a big old morel mushroom. Big morel mushroom. Killian, what are you betting?
Killian's going to reach into his bag, and as he does, he'll say, well, I'm going to pull out something that we collected quite early on in our travels. And out of his bag, he'll withdraw like a vial of a rather viscous substance. And it is a little vial of the flail snail slime.
Ooh.
And he'll kind of place it on the table there.
Is it
That's
Petunia or
real early.
Amelia gives you such a confused look.
I love
She
that
just bet
this went
ham.
From let's gamble money to let's gamble the random shit in our pockets.
That's how gambling usually goes once you're out of money.
So this one put down a mushroom. She put down ham. Are you looking at me strange?
What? Food is more valuable than money, obviously.
Okay, Marway, what you betting?
Well, I feel like I need to be on theme here now that everyone's doing random stuff, but I don't really have anything.
Oh yeah.
You know what? You know what? I'm also gonna put something that I got a long time ago, and I'm going to put down 2 cubes of sugar.
Sugar.
What are you gonna do with that?
Okay, Serafina.
Oh my gosh, Serafina will put one of her shoes on the table.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
is it, wait, hold on. Is it the
Yeah,
comfy
yeah.
shoe or is it the nice shoes?
It'll be a nice shoe. It'll be like a heel.
Oh
The
wow.
left shoe.
wow.
And not even the full sets.
Yes.
This is dangerous
Oh, wow.
game.
One shoe.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with
Okay.
that.
I think you see Ados's eyes go wide. It's like, Serafina, no.
Okay, and then Robin, what does Theo put down as the high roller for his team?
Theo's gonna look around and pick up an acorn and put it on the table.
What does this shit even mean?
Damn.
This is no longer about betting, it's just about throwing random stuff on the table.
This is how
What kind of
druids
value can we
gamble.
put on these things? Okay, so in between betting rounds, I'll let you guys tell me if you want to do any silliness. Is there any cheating, anything anybody wants to do? Spell-wise? Sleight of hand to change your die?
Can Killian attempt to make a insight check on Amelia?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight check.
All right. Oh, that's an 8.
8. She's hard to read, but she has a hint of a smile on her face this round, and she looks a little bit more confident than she did the first time with an 8.
I would
Right.
also like to make an insight check.
On your partner?
Yes.
Go for it.
That's going to be a filthy, nasty, dirty 23.
Hmm.
23. Okay.
Absolutely ravenous 23.
Okay, Robin, without giving too much away, but honest to God, how much would Marway know that slice of ham is worth to you?
That slice of ham is worth more than a chicken wing. Because it's easier to eat because there's no bones to pick around or to crunch through.
Okay. And on top of that, that was a 20, so I'm gonna let you guys go again with something. Is Bula looking confident in her role? Or not so much?
She's looking slightly more confident than last roll.
Okay, thank you.
Slightly.
Okay. Anybody else trying anything?
Seraphina is going to pretend that there's something in her eye, and she's going to try to see through Glitterbell to get Anos's roll. Like, oh my god!
Okay. Roll a stealth check for
Okay.
as Glitterbell.
Oh, add Glitterbell? Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I need to pull her up.
Can we all make a perception check for this?
Yes. Yes, you may. And if you want to try and counteract her, if you catch her, you can.
One second. Oh, ooh. Oh, no, she got a 6.
I got a 12.
So at the very least, Marway sees Glitterbell. Amelia got a nat 1 on perception, so she is just eyes locked on Killian, trying to read his face.
Ooh, I got an
I'm
11
sure that's why she's looking at
perception.
Killian.
Yeah, that's why.
I just want to give Seraphina the look so that she knows that I know.
I'm gonna roll
Seraphina?
for the 2 druids to see if they notice.
Seraphina's gonna wink at Marway.
Both of the druids absolutely see Glitterbell, and they both just like lean so that Glitterbell can't get a glimpse of Eos's die. So you are unsuccessful seeing his die roll. Okay. Everybody ready for second round of betting?
Yeah.
Okay. Starting back from the top, Amelia is going to put down a piece of gold.
Whoa.
Wow.
Ooh. Wow, here pays quite the per diem. Wow.
Well, it turned out everything was free with those snake people we've spent all our time with, so I had a bit left over. Okay, Bula.
Alright, so Bula is going to shuffle around in her bag, take out a second slice of ham, but she's gonna take a bite out of it so that it's slightly smaller and then put it on the table.
Okay.
Nom, 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 nom. So is that more than a chicken wing? Still?
Is it more meat by weight, would you say, Robin?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, Eidos.
Upon seeing her shoe on the table, Eidos realizes how serious this is, and he'll put down 1 gold. That's how confident he is in Seraphina's shoe.
Okay. Jana is going to put down
Oh god.
an uncut sapphire.
Whoa.
Small one,
Cool.
a smaller one, but an uncut sapphire. Killian.
Killian will throw down 2 pieces of gold.
Oh my gosh. This is getting crazy, guys.
Far away.
Marway will put down 3 pieces of gold.
My god.
This is a crazy gambling pot. These druids are like, whoa! Seraphina.
Oh my gosh. I guess Seraphina will put down a gold too.
Not even the other shoe, just
No.
more gold.
Oh,
Whoever wins
see.
this are getting 1 shoes.
And Robin, what does Theo put down?
Theo puts down a stick.
Reach down, pick up a stick. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
How cool is it, though?
Okay.
Ooh, that's a
it's
good
not
question.
It's not a
Aw.
cool stick. It's just.
It's like
more
one of those ones that like crumbles as soon as you pick it up, kind of thing.
It's like a
That's
twig.
not good.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Hmm.
It's got like termite damage.
Yeah.
That's bad stick.
Okay. Okay. Let's start with the 2 druids this time. Theo, the high roller, what did he roll? Robin.
An 8.
And that's okay because Jana rolled a 3. So they are at 5.
Yikes.
Alright.
All right. Seraphina, as the high roller in your team, what did you roll?
I rolled a 14.
14. And Eidos, the low roller?
7.
Okay, you guys were at a 7, so you've beat out the 2 druids. They both go, ah!
I wanted that shoe.
No acorn
I've
for
never
mine.
seen a red bottom Luton! Okay, Marway, the high roller, what'd you get?
Well, you see, what happened was, I rolled a 2.
No.
Wow.
Alright, Bula, what are you subtracting from it?
12.
Oh my god.
-10. You guys are out of the running. Say goodbye to your ham. And a
I'm
piece
gonna
of
miss those 2 cubes of sugar.
2 pieces of sugar.
She reaches down when she realizes that they've lost and she licks them real quick and then slides them across the table.
And then Amelia, as the high roller in our team, rolled a 16.
Ooh, I rolled an 8.
No.
Ah,
Ah, we beat you with an 8.
Yes.
damn. So close.
Oh no.
All right. Subtract what you bet from the pot, because Killian's taking it home. Let me count this up. We got 1, 2,
Take the twig
5, 6,
and an
7, 8,
acorn.
9 pieces of gold, an uncut sapphire, an
Ooh.
acorn and a stick, 2 cubes of sugar. You get to keep your flail snail slime. Get a big old morel mushroom to grill up, a piece of silver, and 2 pieces of ham, one of which has a bite taken out.
Killian just gonna take the ham that Bula
Lick.
that I saw you lick it. I'm just gonna take it, just bite into it right in front of you.
And one
She
left.
just rolls her eyes and like turns away from you. Like, whatever.
That ham's gonna be really good with like the sugar cubes. It's gonna be like brown sugar, like honey ham, right? It's gonna be delicious.
Maraway, not understanding the premise of winning things in a bet, is just gonna walk over and grab his sugar cubes and toss them back.
Hey, wait,
That's
no.
fun.
And I think we're just gonna kind of skip away from the table a little bit, strolling away with my 2 sugar cubes. But you can keep the gold, but not my sugar cubes.
Bula
Yeah,
just lets
Amelia.
it happen and then looks at Killian and just shrugs and walks up.
Keelan's just gonna hold on to the ham as Bula looks at him. My ham.
Amelia picks up the uncut gem and like looks at it, the little sapphire, and like under the table, like just kind of hands it off to Maraway, like taps you with her pinky and puts it into your hand. I don't know. I feel like you like pretty things like that, cute rocks. You need it more than I do, I think.
I am a fan of the pretty rocks.
Yeah, I think this was fun, but I don't think it'd be right for me to go back to my to my group with the spoils of gambling with people I'm trying to be partners with.
Who has my one shoe?
Me.
Killian.
Amelia definitely has your shoe. For sure. Amelia's like, I think that's not my size. Also, I don't want just one left shoe. But Killian, do you hold on to her shoe?
Killian's just gonna be like holding it by the heel, just like twirling it, and just, how much is this worth to you, Seraphina?
I'm gonna get that later.
Eidos, roll a perception check for me.
You got it.
Or insight, whichever you prefer.
16.
16. Amelia, who was like joking around and like kind of whispering at Maraway about this little gem, like is kind of watching Killian and Seraphina like banter, a little bit jealous. She has like a little bit of jealousy in her eyes. Her smile kind of falls a little bit, and then she goes back to chatting with Maraway real quickly, like makes eye contact with you, and it's like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
And the druids, another group of druids comes and sits down. And they continue this game, all kind of playing together, and they pull out a deck of cards, and another group sets up and starts playing some games. But soon after, the sun is about to set. It's getting pretty low in the sky. It's like late afternoon at this point. And you hear a dinner bell ringing from back in the direction of the keep. Big, loud dinner bell, and you see like flocks of birds take off and sort of circle overhead. And a bunch of druids, not everybody, but a bunch of druids stand up and start kind of like making their way in toward the keep.
Bula knows a dinner bell when she hears one, and she immediately just like puts her arm in Maraway's and like half drags him across.
You got a whole pig waiting for you in that kitchen.
We're getting some dinner.
You're getting ham.
Seraphina tries to gracefully walk towards the dining hall with like her Barbie foot, just like pretending like it's totally normal that she has one foot. Like, there.
Your toes are getting so muddy. Yeah, Amelia follows you all back to the keep, where you see the big wide gates are open and people are sort of setting up like picnic blankets. People are getting in line, going toward the keep. You see Henley is out front, out in the courtyard where she's kind of been posted up for most of the day, and she says, oh, hello, yes, Simmond actually wanted me to let you all know that you have a place of honor. You can eat in the solarium with him and the other circle leaders. If you so choose, you're welcome to stay out here and eat with the locals, but he would love to have your company for the night if you would prefer to eat in the solarium at a table.
So obviously the VIP section, and Seraphina just follows. Hilarious.
Of course.
You know a woman with a clipboard.
May we bring a +1? And he'll gesture toward Amelia.
She like waves. She says, yes, a friend of yours is a friend of Simmond, I think, so yeah. I will call in and have someone set up an extra chair. Of course, there's more room for everybody. And you guys see Benji comes and he looks at Maraway and he says, do you want a +1?
I think so, yes. Only if you want to, though. If you don't want to, I understand if you want to go hang out with your circle and whatnot.
Maraway, I want to. I'd love to. And he puts his arm in your other arm, the one that Bula is not like dragging you away by.
I just want to point out, both of these people are so tall. I feel like Maraway right now is like that kid that's like feet are this far off the ground.
At this point, you're like swinging. you guys know your way to the solarium. It's where you initially met Simmond, where he was playing with those children. The big sort of glass meadow inside, this like big fruit orchard lining it. You make your way in, and it is a sight to behold. As the sun is sinking toward the horizon, you're led into this big domed chamber, and it's woven with all these living branches and panes of that like enchanted type crystal that makes the light just like refract and glow on everything. And every surface is glowing with like that warm sort of amber light of sunset. All refracting through leaves and petals and drifting motes of pollen. Like the whole room is just like breathing gold. There's a long table that's been set out here that like sort of winds around the room in like a very naturalistic shape. And it's itself made of these braided and interwoven branches of heartwood that seems like it has just kind of been grown out of the ground, along with matching chairs all along. And on it, it's just like draped in all these garlands of summer blooms, like moon lilies and star lace and little tiny violet blossoms that open only at dusk. So they're all just kind of slowly starting to bloom as you walk in. And you see First Druid Simmond rises with a big smile as he sees you all walk in. A lot of the group has already sat down. This is very informal for being such a beautiful formal event. Druids don't do things formal. Even their formal events are casual. People are already digging into food. There's platters laid out that have already been pulled off of. You see this like bountiful feast as you all go and find some seats around First Druid. There's some other people already sitting near him, but you can kind of like pick and choose some seats around him in the general area. And you see this massive feast. You see like roasted root medley glazed with what smells like wildflower honey. You can pull some herbed river trout off a platter. It's wrapped in like broadleaf and it's been like ember baked so that each bite is just like flaky and soft and buttery and fragrant. You got like berry glazed pheasant and it's crispy and it's surrounded by like little sprigs of rosemary and orange fireberries and like all these little tart fruitlets. And you see like these crystal pitchers are being passed around with like, you give it a sip and it's rose apple wine in one of them. It's like pale pink and very effervescent and bubbly. And then you see just like a plain batch of moon water is going around. It's just like this little shimmery non-alcoholic drink that's very like refreshing and citrusy. And it is a feast to be held, and you hear all these voices around you talking and laughing, and you see a lot of friends who have gotten to finally get together and are sort of healing with the land itself as they have this beautiful dinner together. And you hear, as you sit down, Simmons turns back toward this like group of little youngins who are just like eating in the grass beneath him, and he starts telling them like what sounds like some sort of old fable about a nameless wanderer trying to convince a river to change its course, and for 7 days it refused, and on the 8th day the wanderer finally listened and realized the river had been saying all along, "You're flowing the wrong direction, not I." And all the adult druids around him kind of like groan like they've heard it 1,000 times, but the kids are all like, "Tell us the one about the bear again. Tell us about the bear fight. We want to hear about the guy who ate the bear's arm." They just go off on their own little tangents trying to get him to tell any more exciting story or one that they haven't heard before. And there's others talking all around. And you guys sit down and have a lovely dinner. Anybody have anything in particular that you're going to imbibe in tonight, or anybody in particular you want to talk to here at dinner? Henley eventually comes in and sits at the king's right hand. You see some people from each of the other circles of druids come in, and they are all more elegantly garbed. And I say elegant again, like these guys don't do formal, but they just have much more like accoutrement on them. Appear to be like their own circle's first druids who come in and sit along with their seconds and maybe different like very powerful shifters or very powerful druids of different types have all been like invited into this room, but also some younger people, some very, very old looking people. You see like a lot of genasi are in the room, a lot of like elemental folk are in the room at this point, along with like some various, it would appear some people have gathered from further along the eastern continent. You see like a sort of elephant type humanoid come lumbering in this giant chair, sort of like a couple druids put their hands on it and it grows to be a little bit bigger to accommodate his large elephant body. And you see a couple Leonin come in, wearing not the colors of Zada's tribe, but certainly of another tribe that must be local to where they are from. and just an assortment of Aarakocra and lots of different types of people have come into the room. So, is there anything in particular anybody would like to accomplish during this dinner?
At some point during the night, I would like to be reaching for the same pork loin as Killian at some point and try to get his attention and say, if I didn't know any better, I'd say our little choir friend is writing songs about you. And he'll nod towards Amelia.
What? What do you mean? Really? You think so?
I know so. When you were talking to another woman, Seraphina, during the tree and root game, I saw her peek over and her face full. Sign of jealousy if I've ever seen one.
Oh. Well, what do you... And Killian would just kind of lean over closer to Eidos. What do you think I should, make a move or something?
Why, are you interested?
Well, I mean, she's a very attractive woman, yeah. There's interest there.
Well, say what, if you are interested, it's a party. Maybe there could be dancing later.
I feel like druids are all about dancing. I feel like they love to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and at that, Eidos will wink at Killian. So, yes, that's the kind of dancing I was talking about, of course.
You look over, I think Amelia probably sat across the table from you, and there's some of the youngins have started it's a big table, so she's not and it's a loud room too, so this is a private conversation that you guys are having. But she's eating, and I think she's probably chatting with Bula while little kids braid little flowers and things into her long black hair. She's taken off her hood and the cowl that she usually wears as a choir member, sort of her uniform. She's looking a little bit more relaxed here with this group. And I think she's chatting with Bula about probably food, probably the whole pig in front of Bula. Why do you have a whole pig?
Oh, by that time, the whole pig is not there anymore. It's down to about half pig.
With that conversation, Killian's gonna just kind of look over at Amelia, and it's been a very long time since Killian imbibed in any alcohol. It's been many sessions since he's actually had alcohol, and he'll actually probably take a drink of that that apple wine that you had mentioned earlier, and he's quick to finish one drink, and he's very quick to pick up another and start sipping on that one.
Okay. If you keep going at that pace, we'll have you roll a constitution check here soon to see how drunk you get. Okay. Otherwise, yeah, you get a very pleasant buzz off the wine, especially drinking a couple glasses that quickly. It's fine. It's got a good alcohol content. And it's quite sweet. It goes down easy. Okay, yeah. Anybody else have anybody in particular they want to chat with here at the table?
I think at some point during dinner, Seraphina is going to try to chat with Henley with Glitterbell in tow.
Sure, yeah.
She's gonna also be drinking this apple sparkling wine. And she'll kind of sit down next to Henley and start talking about how, recently Seraphina had a dream or a vision of, a deep sea leviathan, and how they might be after Glitterbell, and, ask her if it means anything, or if she knows of anything of significance of that kind of dream or vision.
Yes, I have been meaning to speak with you. I don't know that this is the most opportune time, but if you would like to have this conversation now, I'd be happy to. You know that I communed with Glitterbell the first time you came here to Altess. Yes?
Yes.
Yes, she looks down at Glitterbell, gives her a long gaze. She is a unique pseudo-dragon. And of course I don't know any more about her than what she knows. I just know what she told me. I don't feel at liberty to tell you everything that she communicated to me, but I think what she would be comfortable with me sharing is that Glitterbell is going to require of herself and of you a certain sacrifice, and she doesn't even fully understand what or why, but she does understand that she is uniquely positioned and her presence with you is going to be of great import. Perhaps to her own detriment, unfortunately. And she has a lot of fear about it, but she has a lot of trust in you.
Oh my gosh. I think Seraphina's gonna take it back. Thank you so much. That is certainly a lot to process. I'm not really. I hope I can live up to her needs and to like give Glitterbell some like scritches.
I'm sure you will, and I think if Glitterbell would have you know anything, it's that she hopes to live up to what you deserve as well, and what this world needs. She scritches under Glitterbell's chin, and Glitterbell does the like cat thing. Her like back leg starts kicking a little because you're both in her scritches. She says, I can't say, we don't have much interaction with dragons here, but it may be in both of your interests for you both to learn more about pseudo dragons, and in particular, dragons are chromatic or prismatic. They each have their own sort of certain skills and personality and abilities. I can't say that I have ever read about or heard about the type of pseudo dragon Glitterbell is. Typically, pseudo dragons are just like dragons, with at least in color and in ability. But she is something new to me, and I don't know if she's something new to the world or if I just am not as learned as I like to think I am.
Well, we're both really unique.
Well, I can see that, of course.
Do you know where I could find more information about dragons or pseudo dragons?
Well, when it comes to a creature, if you wanted someone to learn about you, wouldn't you prefer they ask you directly rather than ask someone else who doesn't know about humans or women or Seraphina Blackthorn? Perhaps, there are dragons out there who can be reasoned with. There are dragons out there who are quite reasonable. Perhaps that would be a place to start. I would always encourage someone to let a creature speak for their own kind, rather than betting on the knowledge of us lesser beings.
Oh wow. Would Seraphina know like where dragons would be? Like where to find dragons?
Roll a history check or an arcana check.
Okay. 17?
17, okay. That's pretty decent. So I think you're thinking back to school, and
Yeah.
Dragons are a pretty powerful source and holder of magic in Dion. And there are people who have tried to like register to track dragons, like actual individual dragons on Dion. So I think ones that would have like caught your attention enough for you to remember them now are sort of like pins on a map to you.
Okay.
And with where you're from, around the middle continent, you might have heard of, there is a like serpent, like a worm dragon, like a sea serpent dragon, rumored to be near the floating islands of Kor, which is off the coast of Suntapelli.
Ooh.
Which is where you guys went, where you had your beach vacation
Mm-hmm.
and met Darkdown. There are rumors that there is a black dragon that lives on an island south of Lena Myrna, like southeast of Lena Myrna. And like all old dwarven mines, there's rumors that in the mines of Marbrand and Tamunda in Thrasnulim, which is also on the Middle Continent, there's always rumored to be dragons down deep in the gold mines, essentially.
Okay.
Their hordes. So those are like Middle Continent dragons that like you've heard rumors of, that people have like constantly said they spotted, or that you might have learned about in school.
Okay. Oh, well, thank you so much for listening, and also for connecting with Glitterbell in ways that I still need to. She's like holding back her jealousy.
She is a delight to know, and as are you, of course, as you have said many times.
I know.
And I only hope that I helped more than I hurt your relationship with her. She is very special.
Serafina will like raise her glass and take Glitterbell back to her seat.
Okay. And with that, unless anybody else has anything to accomplish at dinner, as you guys are eating, the sun has been down for about an hour. You guys have been eating, chit-chatting. A minstrel band has started playing in the corner. And a group has gotten up to dance. Quite a big group has gotten up to dance. A lot of the tables have sort of cleared themselves into like separate tables sort of along the outskirts of the room. And a lot of people are dancing to this like minstrel tune playing in the corner. And as that happens, let's take a quick 10-minute break. So we are going to come back at about 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central Time. So stick around, come back. There's exciting stuff coming in the second half, so stick around. We'll be back. Hi, welcome back, cats and kittens. Thanks for sticking around. Okay, we are jumping right back into it. Music has started. People have gotten up to dance. The table starts to clear itself. Little vines and things just kind of carry empty platters and plates away, sort of like receding back toward the fruit trees that line this big solarium. And a lot of the druids stand up. One of the druids comes right over to Eidos, and she offers you her hand, and it just gives you like a wink and an expectation of dance. You don't get to be here and not walk a lady around the dance floor once or twice.
Eidos happily complies. But he feels a little nervous that this is going to be one of those self-expressive dances rather than the strictly choreographed ones he's been used to.
It is... Right now, it is a jaunty song that is playing, and it is a dance that is a cross between a line dance and a river dance with steps that are pretty easy to pick up. This is like a wedding dance kind of thing that's a crowd pleaser.
Eidos sighs with relief.
Yeah, this is a fun one. Anybody else dancing, or anybody else have anybody they want to talk to, or are we going to montage through this dance party?
Marway obviously is grabbing Benji and yanking him onto the dance floor.
Oh, he does not need yanked. He knows this dance already. He says, we used to do this one all the time when we were kids.
Marway's just making his own dance moves up as he goes. No idea what's happening, just having fun.
It's a stompy lawn dance. So Bula's got like a chicken leg in one hand and a tankard of ale in the other, and those are her partners, and she's doing this stompy lawn dance.
And Killian will kind of follow Eidos's lead, and he'll kind of like the druid did for him. He'll go over to Amelia and just like, want to dance? Let's dance.
She very happily. I would love to. I never get to dance. She gets up very happily and follows you out to the floor. And it does a lot of spinning in this dance. A lot of swing your partner round and round. Lots of hands grabbing each other. And the night goes on for a few hours with everybody dancing. and it is mostly a celebratory. This is not a group of people who are sober enough to be romantically slow dancing together. This is a party for sure. And it slowly becomes more drunk, and the room starts to fill with a bit of haze that's probably candle smoke, and probably pipe smoke, and probably some other kinds of smoke. There's a lot going on in here. People are having a really good time, but partway through the night, I think you all noticed that Simmond sort of, he's pretty active around the group. He's sometimes on the dance floor, but he's a little bit older. He's getting up there in years, and he's a gnome, so he doesn't want to get, like, stepped on. So he comes and goes from the dance floor as needed, as people sort of demand it of him, but he's also, like, around the edges of the room chit-chatting. And at one point, I'm going to have all of you roll a perception check for me.
13 for Ados.
6.
6.
12.
15.
What was yours, Robin? Sorry to make you say it again.
Sorry.
That's okay.
12.
12, okay.
Mine's a 7.
A 7. Okay.
That's a bunch.
Who was the highest there? I missed one.
I feel like it was Ados. 13?
13.
13. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. You see at one point you are, I feel like Ados is probably not one to stay on the dance floor all night long, right? Do what's polite and not so much the rest of the night. So where would you be posted up for a lot of the night? If not on the dance floor. If I'm wrong, correct me.
I mean, after he makes his required appearance on the dance floor to show off his skills, he will generally hang around the highest ranking people in the room. So near Simmond.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so if you're already near Simmond, definitely. Henley at one point comes into the room. She's been in and out as well, sort of. This, you know that this party is going on in this room, but there's also parties going on out in the courtyard. There's parties going on throughout the keep, out in the grounds of this particular druid circle. All of the druids in town are here partying. And you see Henley come in, who's been sort of floating amongst all these different groups and all these different places. So she pops in and checks on Simmond every now and then. But she comes in and she takes his drink that he's been drinking out of his hand and sets it on a low little toadstool nearby. And she kind of like leans in and whispers something, and he says, "Oh, already? They said they had it under control." And she leans down and like whispers. She like gets like down, like she like crouches down so they're at eye level, and they kind of have a very quiet back and forth. And you hear him say, "All right, yes, get as many inside the keep as you can, and then we'll close the gates and send out some people to help the fangs subdue." And Henley sort of like clocks that you're nearby watching, and she very like twitchily sort of takes off, trying not to attract more attention of the guests in here.
Ados will walk over to Sigmund and say, Is everything all right? Is there something that we can help with?"
He says, it would appear some of the more lycanthropic members of the Fang circle have slipped their leash a bit, and we're just gonna send a few people out to help the rest of their circle get it under control. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. He like very loudly, "Everything's great. Everything's fine." "Everything's not fine. Will you please go help?"
"Oh, yes, of course. Let me gather the others." And that Ados will do so.
Yeah, Ados comes around and lets you all know. A werewolf has slipped the leash outside of the grounds of the castle. And from what you heard, Ados, it sounds like they plan on leaving the gates open for as long as they can to try and get as many of the people partying outside into the keep as they can. And then they plan on closing the gate.
Killian will kind of go over to Ados and just say, "I'm not dressed for dealing with werewolves, or do we have enough time to grab our things?"
"Where are our things?"
I'm sure a lot of your like luggage and stuff is up in your rooms or on the ship.
I think it's in like I probably would have left the stuff there, I'm guessing, because we stayed over there.
They'd be in the keep up in your rooms, which were only on like the second or third floor, I believe, if I remember right.
Seems like they're
Not far from where you are.
still bringing people inside. I imagine there's room to go up and get equipped. And oh, sorry, I changed my voice to a different character. And then yeah, let's make haste.
What do you mean you don't have your stuff with you? And Bula just pulls out her great axe from her like bag of holding in the middle of the dance floor. You always got to be ready for these kind of things. Why would you ever put your weapons down?
Well, I have my
I reach into the bag and I'm pulling my staff out as well.
I have my chain with me, but I don't have my armor on me.
Well, get to getting, go! She's like shooing you out with her axe.
Okay, so I'm gonna have anybody who's going up to grab gear go ahead and roll a just a dexterity check, just to see how fast you can get up and back down. And are you all gonna meet like at the gates?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Amelia is going to say, I've been training as a cleric, so do you want me to come help? Before you rush off, Killian, she's gonna ask you.
And Killian will just kind of frantically look back and forth at everybody, and he'll say, well, I suppose it might be a good opportunity to show the value of the choir, so as long as you stay a safe distance away, I don't see why not. I'll be sure to keep an eye out for you.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, I'll go upstairs and grab my books. And she rushes up as well and sort of goes down a different quarter than your guys' rooms are in.
Killian rolled a 7 on the dex check to go get his stuff. So that apple wine be hitting.
Oh yeah, I do.
Falls down the stairs on the way back down.
Yeah. Did anybody else need to run up, or are you all already at the gates?
Yeah, Seraphina's gonna hobble to the gates with her one shoe and pretend that it's totally fine. And she's too proud to ask Killian for her other shoe.
I think Morrow is just going to ask Benji, are you coming with us, or do you want to stay here?
I'm going where you're going, I think. Is that okay with you?
Perfect. Let's go. And
Let's
I
go.
think Morrow is just kind of excited to go adventure with Benji a little bit more.
Absolutely. Okay. And you all take off running to try and get to the gate. And as you get there, you can see Henley and some of the other druids are just like calmly ushering people inside. Some of the people are rushing. Most of the people look kind of confused. Like, this seems to be like a pretty isolated incident still. And there's just news that's gone out that, hey, everybody, there's something going on in the woods. Everybody get inside the keep. No big deal. Well, you're going to take care of it. So a lot of people are just like, oh, why is the party moving inside? We were having such a good time outside. I was like skinny dipping with 8 druids in the lake. Like, so like you hear a lot of that kind of stuff. And some people you see are like genuinely afraid, have seen something out there. But this crowd is being rushed in, and Henley sees you all, and she says, well, I suppose it's good that you're here. If you all want to head out ahead of us, I'm going to be following up with 7 or 8 of the second druids to come try and help subdue, but you don't have to wait for us if you'd rather not. Killian, I think at this point you kind of catch up to the group.
Yeah, I'm just
You
kind of
wanna
like
head straight out.
pulling my straps on my armor and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's head out there and get this problem solved so we can get back to the celebration.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to direct us right now over to a little battle map.
Dun-dun-dun.
Dun dun dun. Okay. You all take off running into the woods. Let me drop Benji on. I forgot to put him on the map ahead of time. And we need Miss Amelia there. She's gonna stick close to Killian, as she was told to do. Okay, you guys head out to the same camp where you met a lot of the Wild Fang druids. And you can see, indeed, where you had spotted that silver chain underneath the mat before you asked and had the conversation with that group about the lycanthropes, the werewolves. You can see that chain had now been bolted to one of these large boulders, one of these like big old, almost cliff-sized boulders jutting out of the ground. However, one of the werewolves had managed to break their chain in their stupor of transforming. And hard to tell, but what you're seeing are two werewolves, one of whom has a bloody maw, like blood in its fur, and the other one has blood, like sort of where like the shoulder, like the front shoulder would be. And you all approach, and you see a group of their like fellow druids, a bunch of druids dressed in the Wild Fang garb, a lot of fur pelts and things, are all sort of like slowly with like different like silver tipped weapons and spears, and each of them holding different silver chains and collars, have started to like slowly surround these two werewolves and have like been able to like back them up a little bit. Yeah, that is the scene that you're seeing as you approach. And I'm gonna have everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
I am so upset that I do not have Moonbeam prepared right now. Because this would be a one-turn in.
I was gonna say we talked about this last session, but you haven't had a long rest, have you?
Nope.
No, not since we found out there were werewolves here.
Yep. Don't know what you got until you got it.
Seraphina has 7.
Okay. Eidos,
14.
Marway,
It's going to be a 13.
Killian.
So I do the advanced arithmetic of exhaustion.
All good, baby.
15.
Got it. Bula.
18.
All right. We are starting off top of the order with one of the werewolves, the one that looks like it was the one that has the bloody maw, the bloody face. It is going to it sees you all approach, and it is sort of in a panic. Like, it keeps going from like standing up on its hind legs to down on all fours with its hackles raised and snarling, and then back up to like a man's posture and then back down. It's as it like gets backed up against this stone wall, and it's sort of like checking its 6 behind it, trying to see if it'll fit between these two rocks, as these druids start to surround it. And you just see it give a really long, like sort of mournful howl, and it's just gonna go in and start to attack some of these druids. And one of the druids sort of dodges out of the way, but it manages to land a scratch on one of the other ones. And next up is going to be Bula.
Alright. So the first thing she's going to do is she is going to rage. Where is she? She's back here. They're all the way up there. She's going to pounce. Alright. So, pounce takes me half of my, half of my movement up, as I rage.
Cool.
So that is going to get me 20 feet up right off the bat. So what's that put me like here? These are 5-foot squares, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So then she's not going to have to use her movement at this moment. Alright. And, okay. She's going to pull out her beloved, gorgeous axe. Okay. And that is going to be a, where am I? 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Sweet. As she charges up here, pounces, rages, out from beneath her feet, flowers and vines just start growing out from her. And she just kind of looks at it for half a second and is like, these druids are doing these weird things again. I mean, what is happening? But that is difficult terrain within 15 feet, but for my enemies only.
Okay, very cool. I will put a little mark on there.
And she 100% does not think that she is doing this. Because nothing came out of her boobs, so. It came out of her feet. Alright, sorry. And now for our damage. So that's going to be 11 points of damage.
Awesome.
And then is the other wolf within 15 or I'm sorry, within 5 feet of this one?
Yes.
Okay. So because she hit the first one, she's going to cleave, which means I can make another melee attack with it against a second creature within 5 feet.
Cool.
I think that's 5 feet of you, Bula.
Oh
yeah, they have to be both within your
No,
range.
it's still a melee attack.
Okay. It says 5 feet of the first. That's within your reach. Okay, I didn't read that last part. Okay, so it's still technically out. Okay, that's fine. She's just gonna hit this one again.
Okay, cool.
Hit it again. Either way, she's swinging again. 22.
That hits.
Yes, it does. That's going to be another 11 points of damage.
Cool.
She comes
Good
one
chunks at
way, and then the back swing back the other way.
Awesome.
Fur is flying.
Okay, anything else for your turn?
No. So
Alrighty.
she's going to stay in the way.
Okay, 2 of the druids are going to jump in to help. They don't want to hurt anybody around, so they're gonna take attacks, but instead of doing damage, they're trying to land some silver cuffs on these things, so that's what I'm gonna roll for 2 of the druids. It's gonna be... Okay, they do manage to start to get some silver chains around that one that you've been attacking. So it is going to not yet be restrained. If they land another attack, they'll manage to like lock in some chains on it and it'll be restrained at that point. But that's good news. They're starting to get it kind of wrapped up in silver. Next up, Killian.
Killian will run up, and as he does so, he'll kind of ask or kind of yell at the druids, are we trying to subdue your friends here? Or are they past the point of no return?
We'd rather subdue them than kill them if we can.
All right. Killian will go over, and he'll use command at 2nd level to get both of them.
Okay.
And he's gonna command them both to grovel.
Grovel, okay. Is that a wisdom save for those 2?
That is a wisdom save, correct. 16 wisdom.
One of them got a 16 exactly, and the other got an 8.
All right. So one of them.
It's going to be the one that is backed up against the rock, the one with the bloody mouth that is not currently surrounded.
So he, groveling, the target has the prone condition and then ends its turn there.
Okay, cool. I will pop that condition onto it. Awesome. Okay, anything else for Killian?
That is everything, I think. Yes. Yep, that's it.
All right. Eidos, and then Marway is on deck.
Yeah. Eidos will quickly cast Innate Sorcery on himself to give his spells a little boost. And he's going to... Wait, what's my distance here? Long. Okay. He's going to point at the closer one, the one that Bula's up on.
Mm-hmm.
They don't successfully have the manacles around him yet, do they?
No, if they land another hit with the manacles, they will have like locked it and restrained it.
Okay.
So they don't quite have it on yet.
And the other one is just prone, probably. Right.
Correct. Yep,
Okay.
just prone.
Then I'll target that one actually, the one that's prone. And I'm
Okay.
gonna cast Polymorph on it. That's gonna be a
Okay.
wisdom 17 saving throw for you.
Okay. That was only a 7.
Nice. He's gonna say something cool. It's gonna be slow down, and he's gonna turn him into a sloth, a 3-toe sloth. And
Wonderful.
yeah. So let's see. In a sorcery, turn the guy into a sloth. I think I'll move a little closer, and then I'll be good.
Okay, and I don't have a polymorph or a sloth marker here.
You don't
So we're
just
just gonna
have a
have to
sloth
remember
right
that that one is currently a sloth.
Okay.
Okay, wonderful. Maraway.
Yes. We're just going to take a little bit step forward. And which of these druids took that first hit?
It was, I think it was Druid 5, I think. Let me see, hold on. Actually, I can look right here. This one over here took that bite.
Excellent. Motorway's tattoos are gonna glow gold, and we're gonna call Haven down. Boop. Little Moth, why are you dead, Little Moth?
I got it, hold
We
on.
have a skull for some reason. You
Not
can't
dead.
die.
You're not dead, silly guy.
Haven, no.
Went to heaven.
And so at the start of his turn, he'll get 9 health
Cool, okay.
from Haven.
Awesome. Anything else from our way?
Absolutely. Of course there's gonna be more. There's so much cool stuff we can... We're gonna do a Starry Wisp at the one that's still standing.
Okay, go for it.
It's not gonna work, though. With a 10.
Nope, won't hit.
Unfortunate. And that's it.
Okay. That druid that you just put Haven on is up next, so I gave them back their hit points that you mentioned. And they are going to run in while this one is prone, and if they hit just once, since this one is prone, then they're going to be able to lock a collar on it in one go instead of 2 like usual.
That's the
Getting it
sloth
prone
one,
is
right?
Super helpful. Yeah.
Prone sloth.
Yep, prone sloths, but they're still gonna try and lock a silver collar onto it, and they just passed on that hit, so that's gonna work. They managed to lock a big old werewolf collar around a little sloth head, and the sloth just looks so sad and
Oh.
so hungry.
I regret what I've done.
So this one is now also restrained, which I will pop on there. Okay. A couple more druids are gonna come dashing in and try and finish off getting the collar onto that first one. Neither of them are gonna hit. Both of them rolled the same thing. Okay, and then we're gonna come around to the one that is a sloth. Does it get anything that it can save with on its turn? Does it reroll a wisdom save for either that or the command condition, Killian?
The command condition, so it would kind of go prone and then end its turn.
Okay, so it
that's
has no
what.
turn.
Yeah, that's grovel. Yeah, target has prone condition and then ends its turn, and that's like on their turn. All this kind of stuff takes effect.
Okay, so I think that means even if Ados has a saving throw, he doesn't get to try and use it this time.
Unless it's like the end of their turn.
Yeah. And it looks like the only thing he can do is wait for 1 hour. I don't see any
Okay.
save or anything.
No save. Okay, cool. All right. In that case, this looks like it's going to be pretty well wrapped up pretty easily. You just got that one left. But Seraphina, what's your turn?
Seraphina She is going. Okay, even though the other one is a sloth and restrained, she's going to target between the two of them for sleep.
Okay.
They have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
All right.
just kidding.
Yeah, she's not doing damage. I think it only changes back if it takes damage, HP damage, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, I thought I lied to you, but I didn't. I lied to myself.
We're all
The
liars. here.
worst lie.
Okay, you said it's a wisdom saving throw, Sarah?
Yes, yeah.
They got a 12 and a 19. Starting from the bottom. Bottom one got 12, top one got 19.
The 12 is asleep, the 19 is still awake. Hopefully that's the sloth.
Yeah.
The
That's the
sloth
sloth.
is still awake, and the one that is still a werewolf is asleep.
Okay. Night
It's
night.
a good thing they sent you guys out here to deal with this, because you were kicking butt. Okay, that'll be, where's Benji? Should I put him in the order? I just realized I missed him. Oh, Benji was supposed to go before Seraphina. Benji is gonna look at you all and be like, I don't really know what to do here, but I'll give something a shot. He is going to, I think he'll run up and just try and help get the chains around that one. So we'll see if he can do that. Especially now that it's asleep, I'm gonna give him advantage. Okay, it is now restrained as well. With Benji's help. And that's really easy. And all of the druids around you stand up and sort of look around at each other. They've got one sleeping werewolf just fast asleep like a little puppy. It's like his little like legs are twitching like he's dreaming. He's like giving little like woof, woof, little barks. Or like he's chasing a squirrel in his dreams. And the other one is a sloth that is wearing a silver collar. And it's very slowly trying to move toward and like starting to like climb up the leg of one of the druids. Like it wants to hang on him. And the druids all sort of look at you all and look at each other and they're like, okay, that was pretty easy. But Seraphina, you didn't move in your turn, right?
I didn't.
Okay, roll a perception check for me. Eidos
Oh,
2, please,
gosh.
for where you're standing.
Oh, it's a. What is this?
Marwa, you can roll one too. You've got a good line of sight on
Oh,
it.
it's a
so does
dirty
Amelia.
20. Yay.
Nice.
A dirty 20.
Eidos is thinking about
11.
his. Nice. Eidos is thinking about his success in battle. Distracted. I rolled a 3.
Okay. Okay. Dirty 20, Seraphina. You hear it before you see it, and Amelia you and Amelia make eye contact as you sort of hear it, and she sees whatever's behind you. She looks at you and then looks like past you into the woods behind you. And coming around this cliff and from over this cliff, two of them sort of jumping down to where they can reach you. Two of whom stepping out of the woods. 5 figures in long mantles, dark cloaks, hoods over their heads come stepping out of the woods. They each have like a book strapped to them, and you hear. What languages do you all speak?
Sylvan, Druidic, and Broken Common.
Okay,
Draconic.
Druidic and Common.
Draconic, Elvish, and Sylvan.
I have
I'm an orc.
Draconic, Elvish, and Giant.
Celestial and Infernal and Common.
Okay. Killian, you're the only one who said Celestial. You can, as soon as Seraphina and Amelia yells, "Who are you?" And you sort of like peer around all these druids standing in front of you and Bula, and you see these figures coming out of the woods, and they are all sort of chanting, like monk chanting, like almost like the old, like, what are they called? Gregorian monk chants in Celestial.
Oh, can
And-
when Seraphina hears this, can she use comprehend languages?
I will let you do that on your turn.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because one of them is at the top of the order, and 2 of them actually are at the top of the order. And as they are all doing this very deep Gregorian chant, it sounds like you can see they're all kind of different sizes, but you can't see faces. Their hoods have pretty much fully obscured their faces in shadow, especially because it's nighttime, it's dark outside. They really like blended in. They sort of melted out of the darkness of the woods to get here. And I'm going to need everybody within. I'm going to draw a radius. Oh yeah, that's everybody. Everybody within that radius that I just showed everybody, which is a lot. So all of you, including all the druids that I'll roll for, please roll a wisdom saving throw.
Is this magical?
Why wisdom?
This is magical.
Is anyone within
Praise the sun that it was magic.
10 feet of me? Benji and a couple of these druids, they get +4 to their wisdom's saving throw.
Okay.
Even with the exhaustion, we're at a 25.
Wow.
Thank you,
Sir-
advantage, for that
Sir-
19.
Serafina's 23.
It just got a 7. 7 here too. Yeah.
8 plus 9. 17
And
for
she got a
Killian.
14.
17 per Killian.
17 for Killian. Okay.
We're gonna
Amelia
add
got a
2 to
13.
Benji's to put it up to 16.
Okay.
From Eden.
Okay. Okay, anybody who rolled lower than a 15, which will be Amelia, and then who else? Okay. And that's going to also be an additional 4 of the druids standing there. They are all going to, you can all, you don't quite understand what they're saying, but suddenly you are all overcome with the urge to, go lay down in that stream and don't get up. The little pond, the little stream of water right there. That's gonna be our Amelia. She goes and she lays down, and it's fairly shallow water. And so she's like, one of her ears and like her nose is just barely above as she like lays all the way down. Can't help it. Just barely above the water, but it is cold, rushing, like mountain water. So anybody who failed that has to make their movement down to that stream.
Is that just
You
on
have
their...
the charmed. You have the charmed condition. This was a mass suggestion.
Okay.
Is that movement like on their turn? They do it?
Yes, yeah. You can spend it on your turn if you need to. Okay. Each charmed target, so each of you who failed, has to pursue that suggestion to the best of your ability, which is go lay down in that stream and don't get up. Okay, period. And that was just one of them doing that. Another
Wait,
one
am I-
is going to...
Am I not
Sorry, go
supposed to go yet?
You can wait until your turn if you want to. I'll move Amelia back too.
Okay.
Another one is just going to go ahead and start fighting. You see this like bright white light blade just manifests in another one of their hands, and they are going to move in and take a swing at this druid right. No, they're gonna go right past that druid and swing at Benji
Hey now.
for a 28 to hit, which is going to hit. So Benji's going to go ahead and take 12 damage here. As well as 14 radiant damage.
Wait, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
For the people who are going to the stream, they do that on their turn. Is that what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, the people who have
Okay.
been suggested have to go on their turn.
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. Okay, Benji took 2 big slashes, or a big slash with this like radiant blade of light from one of them. That'll make it Bula's turn next. So Bula, you've got to use all of your action, bonus action, everything to get down to that river and lay down in it.
Yup. Guys, I feel like I need to take a bath.
So, Bula, are you going by me as you do that?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the most direct route.
That's the straightest. Yep. That's the straightest way.
As you walk by, Killian's just gonna put his hand out. It's like, you don't need a bath today. As you come into my aura, you are no longer affected by the charm status. As long as you're within my aura.
Okay. She starts to try to push him away, and then she's like, maybe I don't need a bath. She like smells herself. It's alright.
Probably does need a bath, just later tonight.
Okay, so apparently she just stops right here by Killian.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
If you do leave the aura, the spell is still active on you. It's just while you're within the aura, you're not affected by the charm status. So if you do leave, you basically follow the command again, I suppose is how it would work.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, are you telling her this?
Does Kelly know the specifics of that? I don't know.
Because if you don't tell her, she's raging and she's gonna try to go back towards them and then circle back around to go past Killian again and stop.
Killian, you've used this before. You use your aura quite a lot.
Well, it's always kind of active.
I think you would know that enough to tell her to stay close.
Yeah. So Killian will just say, stick close to me, and the words of those people over there won't affect you.
Alright. So okay. So she does that, but she's pissed. She's mad because the fight's over there and she can't get there, which means she can't use her wonderfully trusty, delightfully gorgeous axe. So, hang on just a second. Are they within 60 feet of me? Or are they farther than that now?
Which? Yeah, they're within
whatever
60,
the closest.
Yeah.
Alright, so she screams because she's mad, and she puts her axe down with one hand and lifts the other hand and points her ring of the ram straight at them. And that's gonna be an 18 to hit.
Yeah, which one are you going for?
Whoever's the closest. So this guy that I guess is kind of sticking out. I need to hang out. I'm gonna think. This one right here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So that's gonna be 2d10 force damage, and then they're pushed 5 feet. So let me roll my damage. I'm missing a dice. No, there we go. Ooh, that's 18 points of force damage, and they're pushed 5 feet away.
All right.
She's mad. She can't get over there, but she's still gonna hit him.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, anything else for Bula's turn?
She's just gonna scream again. Lots of flecks of spittle and sorry, Killian. That's gonna happen. But no, she's done. She's just super, super pissed that she can't get in their face.
All right. Next up is going to be another one of these cloaked figures that came out of the woods. You see they start to concentrate on a spell as they move their hand in a big circle, and water from the stream, water from the air itself, the clouds sort of congeal above you, and a storm is unleashed in a 10-foot radius. see if I can hit multiple of you with that. I don't think I can. On Seraphina, because you're the closest to them. They don't like you.
Ah.
Okay, make a Constitution saving throw, please, Seraphina.
Oh no, it's a 3.
Oh, that's a bummer. Okay. While you are in this radiant storm, you are blinded and deafened, and you cannot cast spells with a verbal component.
Ooh.
Spicy.
That's everything.
Oh no, guys!
God.
Yeah, we know a caster when we see one. You guys all see this 10-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder of like light and storm just descend upon Seraphina. You guys can't see her. She cannot see you. You could probably hear her scream on the wind, maybe, but it's such a loud storm. You just hear like constant thunder and lightning. You see lightning just flashing inside this cylinder as if she's in her own little like storm tube, like one of those tubes with money in it that people have to catch as a game. Only it's just lightning shooting around her. And you are going to take, some damage. Probably not too much. I'm
no.
sure it's going to be fine.
Which usually means it's not going to be fun.
You are taking, it's not that bad. It could be worse. You are taking 10 radiant damage plus...
Okay.
Ooh, you got real lucky there. 3 thunder damage.
Okay.
Okay.
They're screaming and very upset. But nobody can see or hear her.
And then another one gets to go too. You guys are in trouble. I can find them. Oops, wrong thing. Ignore that. Where is this person? Is this them? Okay, actually. You see them begin to cast a spell, but nothing happens that you can see. One of the druids is going to try and attack one of them. They kind of look at you all like, do you know these people?
I think I just kind of flick my eyes over to Seraphina, that's currently in a laser disco show. To kind of signify, like, nope.
Yes. You can't see her, but she's just like screaming.
2 druids are both gonna kind of look at each other and look at what's happening to all of you, that you seem to all be about to be targeted. And for Bula and Benji, they're gonna cast Bark Skin on each of you two. So Bula, you now have very like rough bark-like skin and appearance. And what is your current AC?
My current AC is a 15.
A 15?
Mm-hmm.
Now it cannot be less than 16 while this is on you, so your AC goes up to 16.
Okay.
As does Benji's.
She's just like kind of flicking at it a little bit. She's like, I mean, I know I don't moisturize daily, but dang.
Okay, Eidos. That's you.
Okay. And I'm sorry, was there some sort of save for this charm effect? I missed it.
Only in the initial, when they cast it. Did you pass that initial casting? Or did you fail?
No, I am charmed.
You were charmed. Okay, so there's no save for you. It's only if you manage to get within Killian's radius, but you cannot do that. You have to walk straight to that pond and lay down in it. Or into that stream.
I won.
Did you make that saving throw with advantage?
No. Why would I have advantage?
Because you're an elf, you have advantage to avoid or end the charmed condition.
I have advantage
Ooh.
against magical sleep. That's all.
You have immunity to sleep. You have advantage to end charm. Look underneath your saving throws.
It says, advantage made to avoid or in the charmed condition. Hey, it says it right there.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll with advantage.
Okay.
So
Just
roll
to-
one more time. See if you can beat it. DC was 15.
15. Gotcha. Thanks, Bobby.
Yeah.
But I love looking at
Failed
gift
anyone?
horse in the mouth. I lay down in that sweet, sweet water.
Mm.
Oh no.
Big bummer.
Big, big bummer.
Yeah, it is icy cold water, and your hair is just, it's getting so
Uh-oh.
tangled.
Oh, no.
So tangled.
This is the worst.
Yeah. But you really
Okay.
just wanted to. I skipped Killian, did I not? Killian, that was supposed to be you first, sorry.
Oh.
I don't know how I did that.
Okay. What does Killian want to do? So Killian doesn't really want to leave Bula. But seeing Ados go and drown himself, is that what they're doing? Drowning themselves?
No, it's not deep enough for them to drown themselves, so they just have to lay there.
Okay.
But it's not even deep enough. Like, he's laying there, and the water's just rushing over his head and face and his body.
Okay.
He's not all the way underwater.
All right. Yeah, Killian's going to just kind of rush over to him. Gonna kind of get right about here, so he's within my aura. And Killian would just yell over to Ados, "Ados, come to your senses already!" And then he's going to look over to the one that cast the spell against Seraphina. And which one was that? Is it like one of these two that's near her right now?
Yeah, it was the one up on the hill.
All right. Killian will he will use guiding bolt as power just swells up in his divine eye, and just a large mote of light, almost like a orb of celestial magic, just shoots forward towards this dude. So I'm gonna make that.
I'm sorry. It was the one by Seraphina, but the one down off the hill, not the one on the hill. So.
Oh,
the one to the
okay.
right, but closest to Seraphina.
Yeah, so I'll go for the one at the bottom of the hill there.
Yep.
So this is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll do.
All right, and that's going to be. Oh, that's pretty good. So that's 10. So 15 radiant damage. And they are encircled by a glowing light, and the next attack against them has advantage.
All right. Very cool.
And that's going to be Killian's turn.
Okay. Marway.
Alrighty. Let's get off that map. We're gonna shift on over, because I don't want to not be in that aura. Because that's scary. And as my bonus action, we're going to move Haven to Benji, and we're gonna go ahead and pop that heal. Because it has entered his space.
All right. How many points is that?
And that's gonna be 9 healing.
Beautiful. Helpful.
And then we're gonna say goodbye to our favorite moth and end the concentration there. And for my full action, we're gonna summon Hearth. Right there next to these guys. And with that, we're gonna start making our attacks after Marway ends his turn. And the one at the bottom, we have advantage on, yes, for the first attack?
Yes.
Excellent. 18.
Yep, that hits.
gonna be 18 fire damage to that one.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do it again.
Get him.
15 to hit.
Does not hit.
Poop. Guess we're not gonna do it again, folks.
You tried. You got a lick in.
Yeah, we tried to do some cool stuff. We did some healing. And also we're gonna go ahead and move Eden up as well for next turn.
All right.
Yeah.
Amelia is going to... She has to use her turn to get over and lay down in the water next to Ados.
Is that a concentration spell? Did we by chance break it?
No, I don't think it is.
The one on
Okay.
Seraphina?
No, the one that's making everyone...
It is not. Nope. That one is not concentration. That is a heck of a spell. Okay. Yep, that's Amelia. She does not get to use her turn. She goes and lays down. A couple of druids are going to also try and help. They're just going to bark skin themselves. And try and move away from these freaks in robes, actually. Okay, and then the one up on the hill is going to do some trickery or something. Maraway, does a 16 hit you?
Yes, it does.
As this one also summons a giant tube of lightning and storm upon you, which causes you to be, let's see, you're going to take 32 points of radiant damage. It's just a ray, though. It's just quick. It's not the same thing as what hit Seraphina. They just hit you with a giant radiant ray that comes down from the heavens and slams into you with radiant energy. The werewolves can't do much with their turns, so we're gonna go to Benji. He, again, looks at all of you. He's feeling a little bit better with that heal and with some bark skin. And he just kind of, like, shrugs and says, all right, I guess we're just gonna go for it then. He reaches out and touches this one that's standing right in front of him with an endo leech. And he certainly hits with that, so he does a sassy little chunk of cold damage to that guy.
Ooh, a sassy chunk.
A little sassy chunk of cold damage. How much was it? Okay, Seraphina, for your turn, you get to, you can move out of this thing if you feel like it.
Okay, yeah. Seraphina is gonna try to run out of the storm circle tube.
Okay.
She'll run this way, and you see her. She's just like screaming. She's completely drenched. Her mascara is
your
running
hair
down
is
her
just-
face. Her hair is just like, oh my gosh, it's all like swirled up and wet. Just having the worst time. And then after getting her senses together, she's going to target right here between these two cloaked figures for sleep. And
Okay.
they have to make a charisma saving throw for both of them.
All right. The bottom one got a nat 20.
Oh my god.
Top one got a 16.
Okay, the top one is asleep.
Nice. I love when Seraphina just runs around putting people to bed. Night, night.
That's my whole night.
Okay, but the bottom one that's still awake looks very angry that you did that, or sounds very angry because you cannot see a face underneath that hood. Anything else from Sarah?
That's it. She spends the rest of the time just trying to like shake off like all the rainwater.
Okay. Killian, you hear one of them call out to the other. Speaking Celestial, he says, "We take them to the Emperor, dead or alive. Do what you have to." And at that, finally climbing up the hill from sort of behind all the druids and where that werewolf is chained up, one more cultist comes climbing out of the shadows and is standing up top this hill up to the north. And they are going to shoot at... I'm gonna roll to see who they shoot at. They have not been in sight of anybody.
Would I have an understanding of who they mean in terms of to take them to the Emperor? That point at us, or is that point at the druids?
I think you know of an Emperor that you guys have been trying to prevent. This
Oh,
whole
that
time.
one.
You know an Emperor.
Oh, that
You
guy.
can assume.
Oh, there's
You can
one
assume some
Emperor.
things.
Could be other emperors around. You never know.
Yeah, there's only one big empire on Dion typically. Besides the Orcish Empire, the
See?
Urog Empire.
There's other ones.
Maybe they want to take you to the Orcs Empire, but you can assume.
Yeah,
Maybe Killian would assume that one.
Eidos says, "Aren't your people part of an empire?"
Yeah,
See?
Teresa.
Look at that.
And that's the same empire.
Oh,
Oh,
It is one empire.
yeah.
Okay. It is going to shoot at Bula. Not it. They are going to shoot that same sort of radiant ray at Bula that they just shot at Marway. For a 15 to hit ya?
No,
No, because you got your bark skin.
Got bark skin.
Beautiful.
To 16.
Yay, druids. Okay. Back to the top of the order. Let's see, where is this person? Okay, the one that came in and did that initial mass suggestion. They are going to... What's this one? Is Hearth flying or on the ground?
Flying.
Flying, okay. Okay, so they're gonna go past Hearth, sort of, and get in close to Seraphina. Sorry, didn't even move them. Oh, I just hid them underneath. Hold on. There we go. They're gonna move in underneath Hearth, and at Seraphina, they're also gonna summon this celestial light blade and just take a swing at you, girl. For a 15 to hit.
Yes.
And that is going to be 12 slashing damage to you,
Oh my gosh.
plus 24 radiant damage.
Oh no. Seraphina's
They
looking pretty
just-
rough.
Yeah. Okay, and then another one. Ah, that one's asleep. They do not get a saving throw for sleep, right?
Oh my gosh.
At the end of their turn or anything?
I don't think so. Let me see.
I don't think so either.
No, I don't think so.
All right. The next one you put to sleep. Bula comes to you.
Okay. So, Killian walked away from her.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I go back? It's incapacitated till the end of its next turn. So this is its first turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
So they'll be waking up and they
Next
lost that turn
time.
essentially. Cool.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay, so Killian walked away from her, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
he did. But he told you to stay close, so you can use your movement to follow if you need to.
Okay, so I'm not just like he walked away and I'm like, ooh, bath time.
Oh, well, I guess, yeah, we established that you would. Yeah, you are like bath time.
Okay. She's just
But I
gonna-
mean, technically,
Oh my
the
gosh.
ruling of it is that you just have to do an action that would complete it. So you could walk towards the river where Eidos is.
He said to stay there, though. Was part of the
Mm.
suggestion.
What?
Because he never said what part of the river you had to go to.
Oh, yeah, he just said go lay it down in that stream.
I feel like with that kind of directive, though, wouldn't it be just the shortest distance?
I will read it out loud, and we can all decide as a group. You suggest a course of activity described in no more than 25 words to 12 or fewer creatures you can see, blah, blah, blah. Must sound achievable and not involve anything that would obviously deal damage to any of the targets or their allies. For example, you could say walk to the village down that road, blah, blah, blah. Each target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or have the charmed condition for the duration or until you or your allies deal damage to the target. Have you taken damage?
No, because they didn't hit me just now.
Each charmed target pursues the suggestion to the best of its ability. And I feel like the best of its ability, to me, sounds like take the shortest distance, get there as well as you can. She would be, right now, not thinking about staying next to Killian. She would be thinking about performing this.
So she is angry. Number one, I feel like she's almost even walking backwards towards the stream because she just saw Marway take a hit from like a tube of lightning and is really angry. She wants to punch them. She's like walking backwards and like punching the air in front of her. She's like, I just want to hit you. But instead she walks backwards and then sits and then lays down in the stream.
Just dunk your head in and yell. Cathartic
She's like,
scream.
"Ah!" There's just like bubbles coming up. She's like so angry but can't do anything else, can't stop it, can't fix it. That's it.
Okay. Where's this guy? Okay. Seraphina, you're gonna take another hit because it's the one that's up next to you as well.
Oh my gosh.
They're coming for you.
Mm.
15 to hit
Yes.
for another 11 slashing damage, followed by 16 radiant.
Seraphina's dead.
No.
These two, both with their glowing light blades, just stab Seraphina through with them, one after the other. You guys all watch as Seraphina drops to 0 and goes unconscious. Oops, I didn't mean to make you invisible.
From the stream, you hear even more bubbling screaming of rage.
You can scream. Your face is above the water. You're not drowning in there. Okay, big sad. Let's see if the druids can do anything to help here. They really want to cast some Thunderwave, but y'all are in the way. They don't want to hit any of you. Is there any angle this one can get? Okay. This one is going to run around and they're going to try and Thunderwave the one that's up on that rock and try and hit him with some fall damage. I'll roll their con save. They fail to save. Good news.
Very nice.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, so they're going to take 2d8 thunder damage. If I can find my d8s. Pretty good.
So many math rocks.
So many math rocks. You guys hear a big boom of thunder, and they are pushed 10 feet back, and so they're also going to take additional fall damage off of that high ledge. Okay. Y'all just hear "Whoo!" as they hit the ground. And we come back around to the top. Did I miss anybody? Who did I miss?
Where is
Did I give it
Amelia?
Amelia
in
had to
the
walk
turn
herself
order?
into the river.
Okay.
Yeah. She is after, let me find her. She's after Marway, and she had to walk herself down to the river. She failed that save.
Alright.
Okay, for some reason, my thing is jumping around a lot. Okay, oh, we're not at the top of the order. I'm silly. Killian, that's your turn, I believe.
Alright. So Killian's going to, seeing Amelia join Ados down there, he's going to get closer to the both of them. Killian's just gonna kind of kick Ados in like the boot. like, get up already, there. And he'll just kind of yell out to everyone. They're from the Orin Empire. There. And at that point, the one that Killian hit with the guiding bolt last round, is that magical energy still around them?
No.
No, you hit him with Hearth? Okay.
Mhm.
Alright, well, the one that attacked Seraphina, Killian's going to pull out the weapon that he got from the lovely Miss Kittenberry. He gonna pull out a gun. And he's going to just with the regular bullets, because he does have some extra pointy bullets, but he's gonna use the regular bullets. He gonna shoot at him. He gonna shoot him.
All right. We'd love to see it.
All right.
Which one are you going for specifically?
The one that to like just to the right of Seraphina there. That's a nat 1. So he's never used this before.
Yeah, I think you just like the recoil, you just like shoot up into the air essentially.
Yeah.
Holy.
Holy.
Just like-
Dion.
Just lands like right like 15 feet in front of this guy. The bullet just digs into the ground. But in a panic, he's going to like quickly reload it and try to take another shot with his extra attack.
Cool.
That's only a 10 to hit.
That does not.
So once again, this wild recoil of this gun, just aim is completely off, and Killian just gonna say out loud as he checks the gun, "How did Kinberry use this thing?"
She doesn't even have full fingers.
Yeah. And that's gonna be his turn.
Okay. Ados, within Killian's aura, you are able to get your senses back. You don't have to lay in the river anymore.
Okay, cool. I think in a great fury, Ados will rise from the water, out of prone, I guess.
Mhm.
Yes, and as he rises, electricity sparks from his body to the water as he steps out and sees what they've done to Seraphina. He'll be super mad about that, and he's going to cast Chromatic Orb at 5th level, Twin Spell, at the 2 robed figures around Seraphina's body.
Got it.
Or Seraphina, excuse me, she's not
Yep.
dead yet. Alright. 1 roll for both.
Okay.
Does 24 hit?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I was hoping you would say yeah. 78.
If there was a spell to hit, it was that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell
All
yes. And I think maybe for the first, maybe second time, this is going to bounce. But that's 18, 25, 26, 27, and 35 points of lightning damage to those bad boys.
Very nice.
Oh, what did I say?
35?
35. It's 34. I
Okay.
rolled one too many. And then, since I rolled triple sixes, those chromatic orbs are going to bounce to 2 other targets. And can they just bounce from their targets to the other guys?
Mm-hmm.
Between them?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it, yeah.
That's awesome.
Heck yeah.
Just pinball these guys.
Yeah, you just boom, boom, boom.
All right, that's a 3, 5, 6, 13. No jumps. No jumps. But still, it's 14, 21, and 27 points of lightning damage.
27.
Oh my god.
Plus 34.
Icy. Yeah. Does
One of them goes down.
damn. One of them took
Oh my
both those
gosh.
hits.
Well, I hit one of them, and then did Hearth hit him too?
Mm-hmm. Hearth hit one.
Mm-hmm.
I missed the
Wow.
second
That's one
attack.
down.
These are beefy rogue boys.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. See, that was my action. That was my movement. Don't have any BAs. Cool kid for bonus action. All right. Yeah, I think that's it for me.
Okay. Marway.
Okay. Alright, so as a Fae, we should know a little bit about the charmed condition, yes?
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm gonna run over to Bula, and with my -1 in strength, we're gonna bonk her on the head with my staff.
Okay.
So do I need to roll to hit, or can she willingly take this?
Okay, the thing about this spell, what it says in the text is each target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or have the charmed condition for the duration or until you or your allies deal damage to the target. I don't think just any damage is going to bring her out of it. It has to be one of them. Sorry. That was a great idea, but it's not gonna... I don't think it works that way. You
Well,
can move
dude.
back and move back and revamp what you want to do.
Well, sorry, Bula. I tried. Instead, we're gonna come this way, and we're gonna go for a hat trick here, and we'll pull Kuthamer out here. So I'm gonna need that cool cat to make a dexterity saving throw.
That top one that you're pointing at?
This one right here.
Okay.
Because Kuthamer is gonna pop out right there.
Okay, dex save. It's only a 5.
It's gonna be 9 points of lightning damage.
Very cool. Death's Door.
And then we're gonna have him scooch over, and for my bonus action, we're gonna teleport Seraphina 15 feet, 10, 15, with Huthamer. And I'm gonna need him to make another dexterity saving throw, please.
That was another 5. Not one.
Oh my
Mm-hmm.
god.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. It's gonna be 9 lightning.
He's down, baby.
Nice.
Excellent. So that one's done. Is this guy up here still prone?
Yep.
Excellent. Hearth is gonna fly on over, which means we'll get advantage on both of our attacks for
Excellent.
it. Because it does not take an action to attack with a fire spirit. Does a... Oh. Does a 19 hit? 18, I'm sorry, not 19.
It does.
Okay, first one is going to be... Oh, that's poo. 10 fire damage.
Very nice.
Second attack. Nat 20, baby.
Hey!
Ooh.
Hey!
So... Let's see. That's just double the damage, so we're gonna automatically do 10. Do we... I can't remember, because it's been a long... I don't think I've ever made a 2-hit critical hit. So this will be, like, my first time doing this. All of our, like, static damage, so, like, the spell, like, the modifiers, are we doubling those also for the second, or no?
No, yeah.
Just
the
the die.
modifiers.
Okay.
Just the die. Yep.
Okay, so it's gonna be an 18 minimum.
Beautiful.
That puts it to a... Oh my god, basic math. 26. I was like, 8 plus 8. What is that? 26
Very
fire
nice.
damage, please.
Awesome. Yes. Okay, good chunk of damage done to that one.
That's gonna be the end of... actually, no, it's not. We're gonna scoot Eden next to this one, and then we're gonna be done, I think. No, we're not. We're gonna scoot next to Benji. Just kidding. I lied to you again. I'm a perpetual liar, sorry. I don't know. I want to do so many things.
Okay, it is Amelia's turn, and now she is also within Killian's aura. So she is able to stand up from the water, Killian. You hear her get up and sort of like move in to like cower behind you a little bit. She feels pretty useless in this fight. And you sort of feel her press up against you, against your back as she like looks around you to try and see what she can do. Does a 19 hit you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes? What's happening?
You feel under your ribs, in your back, underneath your leather jerkin, a dagger slide in.
What?
Oh my god.
He was right the whole time. I'm
It
sorry.
does not get removed.
I should have listened to you.
She does not pull it back out as she stands up on her tiptoes and whispers, uninvited and unyielding, honey, and shoves you over with the dagger still lodged between your ribs, and you have the paralyzed condition.
Jesus
Ooh.
Christ.
How much damage does it do?
How much damage does it do?
Yeah.
Not too much, don't worry. It's cocked. 15 piercing.
God, she's even hotter now.
No.
And you are paralyzed and you fall face first down into the ground in front of you. Eidos, you hear him fall, and Amelia takes off running over to Bula.
Jesus.
She's gonna pull out another dagger.
Come at me,
And
bro.
she smiles down at you, Bula. I don't know if you could see what she just did to Killian. But you are prone in the water, so she's gonna have advantage on this. It's gonna be either an 18 or a 22 to hit. And the 22 because she had advantage.
Yeah, so both of those are gonna do it.
She says, I really did like you all, as she slams a dagger down into your sternum. Does not remove it.
Damn.
And you hear her slip off. You go paralyzed. You take only 7 points of piercing damage.
Is that halved already?
No, that was not halved, so you're gonna take 3.
Okay.
And you get the paralyzed condition, and she takes the bag of holding off of your body.
What?
Her snacks.
She's seeing.
Matched my snacks?
I will allow she does all this as quietly as she can, but Eidos, you definitely heard and kind of felt Killian fall behind you. But Marwe and Benji, you can both roll. I'll roll for Benji. You can roll a perception check to see if you see this, but you're kind of facing the other way. Are you facing Benji, I would assume?
Yes.
Yeah, and Benji only rolled a 2 on his perception.
I can't even, like, scream at her.
Yep, nope. You are paralyzed.
My snacks, though.
My snacks.
She's running away with my snacks.
But you're not
Because
charmed
everything
anymore.
else is basically already out of the bag. His staff, my axe, they're already out. But my snacks.
Is the mace in the bag?
Oh shoot.
The mace
yes.
is in the bag.
The mace is in the bag.
That's probably important, right?
But the snacks.
My
It's
snacks!
a lot of snacks.
Oh yeah.
Not as important as the snacks, though.
We just came from a feast. I reloaded that thing.
It's a
So
full
many
bag, baby.
snacks.
There's a whole butt of ham in there. Marway, what was your perception check? See if you witnessed it.
19.
19. Okay. You probably. I feel like you probably from the corner of your eye saw Killian fall. Okay. But she has used her action, her bonus action, and most of her movement. She'll kind of start to step away with the rest of her movement. And that's it for her turn.
That's enough.
The druids are just going to continue trying to take whacks at these cultists, so I'll just kind of roll that very quickly as a group for the druids and the cultists going back and forth with things. The cultists all begin to kind of close in on Seraphina, even to the point of taking some opportunity attacks.
What?
Okay, so some of them take some opportunity attacks, but they're ignoring the druids. One of them is gonna go in with Benji, do him some damage. A couple of them are gonna come in as far as they can toward Eidos. This one gets up, uses half its movement. Their movement. This one comes around the corner. And they're just gonna start blasting off some spells. So I'm gonna do that for the two of them, whose turn it is.
Real quick, the one that passed Eden.
Yes, go ahead and do its opportunity attack.
Is going to take 3 slashing and 7 radiant damage.
3 slashing, 7 radiant. Got it. Okay, Eidos does a... $16 hit.
Meets it.
Meets it, beats it.
Meets it.
They are shooting at a distance, a ray of light at you for 19 radiant damage.
Oh, I'll use my reaction to cast shield.
Very nice. Okay. All right. Werewolves just don't get turns. Seraphina, death saving throw, please. It's your turn.
Is that a D20?
Yeah, roll a d20. If it's 9 or lower, that's one of your death points.
Okay.
If it's 10 or higher, you get a success.
To everyone?
You can say that loud if you want to.
Oh no! It's a
Oh.
one.
Oh, that's
That's
bad.
two.
2 deaths.
Oh,
So if you roll one
That's
more
so
fail,
bad.
you are full dead.
no.
Woof, babes. I love
imagine
this
Blair
game.
Bell's like pulling my face and like whimpering.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. The one that got kicked off the stone gets to go. They already used their movement though, so they're just gonna shoot off a ray at Eidos as well. Actually, Maraway, you're in their range. They'll shoot at you. Maraway, that's gonna be a 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 41 radiant damage.
I'm down.
Oh my god, no!
Crap.
Which
I don't know about
does
this one,
mean
guys.
that
No.
all of my summons are gone.
All right. I think I see what's going on here.
Everybody's so quiet. Okay. Yeah, back to the top of the order. Do they have enough movement? Yeah, we're gonna use some dash movements. Two of these hooded figures that are still standing are going to rush over to Seraphina's body. we'll roll some opportunity attack damage on the one that moved away from everybody. And they begin to drag Seraphina's body away. Just using some of their dash actions. They're not they don't manage to make it that far. They're not like burly or fast, but they start to drag you away from the group. It is Bula's turn. Bula, you cannot do anything but lay there.
She took damage though. Does that mean she's out of?
She did take damage, and at this point, yeah, she is paralyzed though.
Oh, okay.
As soon as she took damage, she got paralyzed. So Bula, you can do nothing as you see Amelia stand and begin to leave, but other people get to go before she can manage to do so. Killian.
So Killian's also
Paralyzed.
But so paralyzed. Well, I have the incapacitated condition, which means I can't take an action or reaction. However, a bonus action is available. So
I'll say as long as it doesn't require you to like move your paralyzed muscles, yeah.
Okay. Would that involve like a somatic component?
Like a verbal? Yeah.
Okay.
Somatic is hand movements.
All right.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
We paralyzed, baby. Eidos.
Well, I was gonna heal Seraphina, but can't go away from Killian. All right. Going to cast a quicken spell version of Chromatic Orb again, I guess, and hit the guy driving Seraphina, the right one.
Okay.
So, okay, that was an 11. If I get advantage. That was a little bit better, 27.
That hits. A little bit better, yeah.
Yeah. And so what am I doing now? 68. All right. Got a bouncer. All right. 6 and 6, 12. 15. 20. 23 and 30 points of lightning damage on the guy on the right.
Dang, nice.
And
That'll
then
be good.
it's going to bounce to the guy on the left. Got a bouncer. 4 and 4 is 8. Plus 8 is 16. Plus 2 is 18. Plus 8 is 24. And then 31 points of lightning damage to the guy on the right.
Very good.
And I think I get, let's see, I get one more bounce, right? Equal to the level. Yeah, this is 4th level. So I guess I'll hit the guy to the south of those two.
Okay.
I was incorrect. I only lost one summon.
Nice, good.
So 1 and 1 is 2. Plus 3 is 5. And 12. 16. 24 points of lightning damage to that guy. And it did bounce, but there's nobody. Well, actually. Oh, that's not it. It bounces
Nice.
to the guy all the way to the north.
Got it.
That's 1, 2, 3.
Love a bouncy orb.
It's a bouncy one. All right. 6, 12, 17, 19, and 20. No bouncing.
Beautiful. Okay.
And I'll use my action, since I quickened that one, to kneel down next to Killian's paralyzed body. Wait, if I heal him, is he paralyzed anymore?
Unless you have a
Depends on
spell
what kind
that
of heal.
Unless you have a spell that like removes the paralyzed condition. Like a general like healing points aren't going to get rid of that condition usually.
Roll me a medicine check
Medicine check. Okay.
as you look at him.
This should be +1.
Pull the knife out of me.
I rolled a 9.
9. There's a big fat handle of a knife sticking out of his back.
I look at that and I say, "That's not usually there." Case, I guess I can't pull that out and use a potion of healing.
As an object interaction, I'll allow you to pull it out. And probably not a potion too. You can pull it out, but not a potion.
Okay. I'll pull it out and yeah, just kind of
You just hear it because I can't speak. You just hear it. Ugh.
You hear that, and then the paralyzed condition ends on Killian as soon as you pull it out.
Okay.
Ow! Ow!
Yeah, spurts of blood come out as he begins to move and writhe in pain.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else from Ados? That was a crazy turn.
Yeah, that was a lot. I think that's all I have time for.
Okay, Maraway, your turn.
All right.
Rolling that death save, baby.
I'll send that to you.
Thank you. Okay, got it. Do you have any summons on the field that would act independent of you?
Both of them can act. Only one of them can attack.
Okay.
So I think... Let's see if we can do some smart shit. We're gonna... Huthamer will come, and we're gonna pull all of them 15 feet closer to Maraway's body.
Okay.
Just to see what happens, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for Eden, I am gonna have Eden fly into the air and kind of trail where they're taking Seraphina.
Okay. Got it.
To keep an eye on her.
Okay.
So she's gonna stay maybe 40 feet up in the air.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else that they can do? Or for your turn?
No, I think that is it.
Okay. Killian, Bula, you're paralyzed, but Killian, Ados, you guys can see as Amelia snaps in the air and her cloak billows around her in a whip and she disappears.
I'm so badass.
She's so hot right now.
Seraphina was awake to see this.
When I play D&D, normally I'm the one that falls for the bad guy, so it's kind of nice not being the one.
Yeah, her cloak just circles around her in a cyclone, and she like billows out into the nothingness in the ground.
Oh, she has style.
And the druids are going to try and help Seraphina as much as they can. I've been kind of just combining all their turns into one. So they're just going to try and do as much damage as they can to the two trying to drag Seraphina away. See what we can manage here. Andy. Okay, they've got him after a bunch of druid hits. They're running in. They're doing shillelagh on them. They're hitting them with thunder waves as much as they can. Hitting him with some ranged spells. One of them is not looking great. And one of them is on Death's Door. Okay, from there we're gonna jump to Benji. He wants to heal Maraway for sure. So does he have any particular healing spells? Let me see. Okay, you all see Benji kneels down, and a little, like, fat, round turtle, like a turtle that's also almost round on the bottom shell so much that
Like a
it, like,
spear?
like it's almost a perfect circle of turtle shell, like a tortoise. A little, like, fey spirit, like, little tortoise creature, plops down from Benji's, like, spell casting on top of Maraway, and Maraway, you are restored for 4 hit points with this healing spirit.
I think as soon as he opens his eyes, he just looks up, he says, my hero. Very dramatic, like the storybooks.
He says, oh, it's nothing. You've done it for everybody else here a couple times or two, and he gives you a hand and physically helps stand you up for the rest of his turn. He's going to use some of his turn and his action to, like, get you out of prone and make sure you're up and okay. Yeah, and I think that will be it for him. Let me see if he has any interesting bonus actions. He's going to pick up a little rock and pop it in the air, like he just kind of tosses it in his own hand a couple times and turns it into a magic stone to use later.
He's so cool.
You can tell he's like mapping out who he's going to hit with it as he does this. Next up, we have Seraphina. Let's get that save, honey.
Go ahead and add 2 to whatever you roll for this save from Eden.
I guess 15.
Oh. Thank God.
Thank God.
Oh,
That's a
I'm
save.
so stressed.
Oh, this is exciting.
Let's see here. One of them is gonna rush down and try and help them speed it along, and they are all 3 going to pull Seraphina further and further out into the woods, but they have Eden traveling along after them as well in the air. And as that's happening, you guys hear, as they're disappearing one way into the woods, you hear voices of druids coming running from, finally reinforcements are coming from the keep. And in the interest of leaving us on a cliffhanger, that's where we're going to leave it tonight.
Wow.
Seraphina's not quite out of reach, but they're working on it. And the bag of holding is MIA.
My snacks.
Ooh, your food.
Okay. So when we come back, we'll get some more death throws from Seraphina. We'll see how the team reacts and tries to get her body back. A body either unconscious or dead. And we'll see what happens. Wow, what a mess. What a mess we're in.
Oh gosh.
So join us next week, every Monday at 7 Central, 8 Eastern Time. We play Dungeons & Dragons live for you all because we're silly gooses. So come on back, watch us. Go back to YouTube, watch all of our backlog of episodes if you don't know what the heck is happening and why this girl stabbed Killy in the back and who the uninvited cults are and who this emperor is and why these druids are also useless. Come find out. We love you. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. Ta-ta.
Bye.
Bye-bye.